by birth that came all the way from LA this morning, came on the red eye to be with us tonight.
And share my story. It's actually my first time, and seeing the video. Just overwhelmed me, because it reminds me where I was and where I am today. I don't think I've ever done a life or my story without crying, and probably for the rest of my life will continue. At least it's tears of joy. Before it was tears of agony and pain. You know, when you hear from your doctors, we have no options. We ran out of ways to help you. Get used to it. And that's exactly what happened to me. 7 years ago, I was on the way to celebrate my birthday, November 3rd, 2013, and a gentleman fell asleep behind the wheel and T-boned us. Instead of going to celebrate, I ended up in ER. And at that moment, I didn't know the damage that the car accident caused. Only a month into it, the pain became so excruciating that I could not move. I couldn't even take a breath without being in pain. It took a year to figure out that I have L1 to L5 damage. It took 3 years to figure out that I had lumbar tear. It took 5 years to figure it out that I had sympathetic nerve damage. I lived on epidurals, cortisone shots. I lived on Vicodin, Norco, Oxycontin, all kinds of muscle relaxers. I got so depressed that I wanted to kill myself. I had to take antidepressant. And that wasn't bad enough. As you saw, my body started to shake 2 years into it. I lived like that for 3 years. I was a prisoner of my own home. I couldn't go out. I couldn't do anything. I lost 70% of my business. Like I said in my video, I am a hairdresser. I don't think many people want to sit in your chair when you're having scissors and that ear might come out. My haircuts took a while to do. So it was a very difficult time in my life. And I prayed, even I didn't believe in it, but you know, that's who I am. I was hoping that God would answer my prayers and find some sort of solution. Well, God sent me my dear friend Kim. If it wasn't for her, I would probably would not be here today. She held my hand from very far in a different state and told me, Irene, it's the last thing I'll do in my life. We will find a solution. She looked high and low. Every other day she's like, I found something. Let's try this. I found something. We're going to try that. And nothing worked. And you know, if you ever lived in chronic pain, you know how it feels. You're trying all kinds of treatments. You're trying all kinds of options. The credit card bill is just going up and up and up. Nothing is working. And behind in my mind, I can hear the doctors saying, nothing we can do for you. Get used to living this kind of life. Well, believe in miracles because I'm standing in front of you. Believe in your prayer, even if you don't believe in it while you're praying, right? I know it sounds funny, but it's a true story, and I am here to tell you. So my lovely friend says, I found the socks. I'm like, Kim, I don't want to hear about it. And the socks, I'm about to go to trial. I need to finish the trial. I need to take my daughter to Europe. I need my epidural to do that. And I don't have time for no socks. So she left me alone. My case closed. I bought my tickets to go to Europe. I'm waiting for my 10th epidural. The socks come in between because, I don't have good insurance. It takes 4 to 6 months to get the next appointment. And that's why I got shaking and spasm, because my body literally gave up. So at that moment, I found my mission, my purpose, my passion, my hope, my faith, and myself. And I knew that moment that I proved the doctors wrong, but I also knew at that moment that I can change so many lives. There's so many people that struggle with chronic pain, that have given up hope, that don't want to hear anything anymore, because they've tried 1,000 different things and none of them works. I did too, and it's not even about trying, it's about being disappointed again, right? You put all this hope in this thing, and that thing does not work. So this thing works. I got my quality of life back. I got my hope and my faith and my passion, and I have a mission now to help Jay change billions of lives. So guys, let's do it together. I always say in my lives, I can do by myself, but together we can change the world. I can only just change one person at a time. And I also say in my lives, I do them every single day to inspire people to not give up hope. That is just a moment wherever you are in your life. It's just a moment, and giving up is not an option. Really, it's not an option. Take baby steps, better than no steps, and glasses overflowing, even if it's empty, with abundance. I had to find that in my darkest moments. I had to hold on to that little hope of that light that Kim will find a solution. And she did. And I'm so honored to be part of this amazing, amazing company. And it's, something, what's so beautiful about this company? It's about number of people we change, not the number of money that we make. And I've never seen anything out there, and believe me, I've tried everything possible to get my quality of life back. And I want to say thank you so much for having me here and giving me this first moment of sharing my story. I so appreciate it. Thank you guys.